Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. We are here. We are ready for the New York session. Friday, August 15th. Can you believe it? The Ides of August. It's another opportunity for us to be disciplined traders, end the week on a high note. Hopefully get some good trades. I think we have a couple of news events this morning. Let's get our screens going, get our charts set up, get our analysis done. Three, two, one. Here we are. Good morning. Okay. Let's get a little lay of the land here and figure out how we're going to play this morning. Looks like overnight, price went up through the Asia session into, let's look at it here together. Here's the 1 hour chart coming up. All right, so let's spread this out just a little bit so we can get a little clearer picture. The session opened right here on this vertical gray line. Price initially came down for about 3 hours, touched the DM2, which coincides with the MPP pivot. Let's take out some of these indicators so we can just look at the chart. Picture. Oh goodness, there we have session opened right here on some bleeding of the audio. Hang on. Price initially came down for about 3 hours. How did this happen? The DM2, which coincides with the MPP Here we are. Pivot. Boom. Get rid of that. Okay. We didn't need me talking twice. All right. That's the YouTube delay for you. Okay. So price came down for 3 hours, touched the DM2 and the MPP, came up, hit the daily pivot point, which also coincides with last week's low of the week. That's what this wide blue band is right there. And then it came back down. Could not break back up above the daily pivot point. Has come back down. Looks like we came through the WM1 and touched the point of control, yesterday's point of control, reacted from there, and have come back up. Just a little bit though. Price is just a little bit above the WM1. All right, that is the 1 hour chart. Let's put our indicators back on there. Now, as is the case with all of the indicators on every TradingView chart I will show, we have. Let's get rid of some of these that we don't have to look at today. Get rid of these moving averages. And do we need this one? Let's see. Yeah, that one's just that little box down there at the bottom. I'm going to leave that on there. All right, that's about all I want to get rid of, I think. Yeah, I'm going to leave those there. Okay. Now you can ignore these boxes here, this big green box and this red zone over here. You ignore that. Otherwise, about everything else in here makes sense. You can ignore these kind of diagonal lines that are, streaming through here. They do kind of clutter up the chart a little bit, but they're part of an indicator that we use. I'll explain what that is. I don't want to get rid of those. I can't get rid of those lines and still keep the other parts of the indicator that are useful. The same with these boxes. Okay, so what you do want to pay attention to is you see this dashed blue line heading down in this direction here, and its parallel partner up here, and its
midpoint partner, this solid blue line that runs right through the middle, that is marking our downward range. The dashed lines are the downward slope of that range, and the one in the middle just kind of marks the middle. So we kind of see that on the hourly chart at least, even though we've had ups and downs over the course of the last day and a half or so, we are still in a downward trend on the hourly chart. The other ones so you'll see here if I switch to a 15-minute chart, we're also in a downward trend. The other ones you should pay attention to are the horizontal orange, red, and green lines that you see here. Those are our supports and resistances that an indicator draws for us. It does it perfectly well, so I don't have to draw those myself. And you can ignore this dashed line here that says pancakes on it over here on the side. You can ignore that. That has something to do with a hedge on my spot account that is just a reminder for me, but nothing that we need to concern ourselves with. One of the things we do want to look at here are these horizontal pivot lines. The DS1, the DM2, which coincides with the MPP, the WM1, the DPP, the DM3. These are pivots. These are calculated based on the previous day's open, low, or open, close, high, and low. We can talk about how those are calculated another time, but they are the only predictive indicator that we have on the charts. They predict where price is going to react from, as do these orange lines here, which mark certain points on the chart where a high volume of trades took place. So at this price, this is yesterday's point of control, where most trades took place at that price. So we would say that there was a lot of interest at that price on the chart. So these points are where price is likely to react. The price will approach it, pause, maybe react off of it a little bit, and kind of make up its mind which direction it's going to go from there. So we treat them kind of like we treat pivots. Maybe they're like pivots' little brothers. All right, so we're going to put that back on and reduce this to a 5-minute chart, which is what I like to look at while we're trading. We do our charting on spot gold, even though today we're trading on gold futures, but the trades are the same. The trades are the same. Entries, exits, they're the same. They're just at slightly different prices. All right, this is the 1-minute chart. Let's bring it down here. You can see if we make things a little bigger in the 1-minute chart, where each one of these candles is 1 minute's worth of price movement. We are below last week's low of the week, so we are lower than we were last week. If we close below this range, we will close, certainly lower than we even got to last week.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Tono.
I'm going to put myself on mute for 1 second, all right?
Yep. And here we have the 10-second futures chart. And over here on the right side, we see the relative strength between the US dollar and gold. We see right now there's about parity between them. The dollar's a little weaker, indicating that price ought to go up. And that's about the size of it. We can see that price is, let's look at the VIX, volatility index, 14.51, that's relatively low. We shouldn't see too much happening there. And the dollar. Here on the bottom, we have the 1-minute chart for the dollar. We see that it came down here around 7 a.m. and has just kind of consolidated here. Since then, we're at 97.87. Here it gets a little clearer what happened. Starting last night, market opened in Asia, price came down, continued to come down through London, and has just kind of stabilized here in the last couple of hours. Over here on the
30-minute up here on top, the 30-minute U.S. government bond 10-year yield. We are at 4.293. We have been, we came down in Asia, leveled out, came up through London, and now we're stuck here at this resistance. And here we have the 10-year yield. Now this will change throughout the session, especially after news hits. All right, let me bring up my MetaTrader. Okay, we see price, this is the 1-minute chart here on MetaTrader 4. We see price has been rising a bit here the last few minutes. Looks like we're in a bit of have a little momentum to the upside. But if we look here at the 5-minute and the 15-minute chart, we see that we're stuck in a range. Above us, we have resistance that hasn't been broken for, a couple of hours. And below us, we have kind of a weak support there, but it's a stronger support here a little bit lower. You can see that on the 15-minute chart right up here too. So before we have any trades to look at this morning, we probably need to get out of this range. Let's see how big this range is. It goes from about 33.43 to 33. So it's kind of a 10 pip range if we ignore these little resistances and supports here on the 1-minute. So if we can push through these, we kind of have a 10 pip range that we could trade here, and that is tradable. But do we have pivots in those areas? Let's see. Yeah, we have one pivot, the WM1, that is inside that range. So we just need to kind of keep looking at how price is reacting to that pivot if we stay in this range. We probably won't stay in this range for too long because we have news at 8:30. We have core retail sales month over month and retail sales month over month. And the Empire State Manufacturing Index, all of that drops at 8:30. And then at 10, we have the University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. So we get a little taste of what the real inflation is that consumers are paying, and how the consumers are feeling about the market. Let's look at one more thing here. On this side we have the 15-minute chart. We see the last 3 candles have been bullish. That middle one looks like it got heavily rejected from the bottom and kind of figuring out what it wanted to do, but then decided that these past 6 minutes have been pretty bullish. Still no real clear direction over here on the FX trend. Got a couple of buy signals followed by a sell, a buy, sell, sell. So this just kind of indicates, the strength of whatever direction it's going. And right now there isn't a lot of strength. Volume has been normal this morning, maybe a little higher than usual for this time of year. It is a Friday with news, so it's not surprising that traders are showing up. All right, let's get our day started. Here's where we're doing our trading on the 10-second futures chart. But I will be flipping back and forth through all of these charts. And I have all of them up in front of me, in addition to being able to flip through them on the screen that we're sharing with you. But now that we've walked through everything, you've seen everything that I see. Looks like we lost. Lost some bandwidth here. Everything's trying to reconnect. All right, looks like we had a little bandwidth issue there. Disappeared on everyone for a moment. And we should be back. All right, gotta reconnect over here on the... Need to reconnect on the MT4.
Sorry about that, man.
No, it was my fault. I think I lost bandwidth over here.
How you doing?
Doing okay. How are you doing? You feeling better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me? I can hear you. You can hear me? Yeah. I can hear you. You can hear me? Let me see. Is my mic working? Is my mic working? Yes. Tono, can you hear me? I can hear you. All right, looks like we're approaching the top of this range here. And we've got 3 or 4 of these things. You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can you hear the music?
No. Yes, I hear the music, but I don't hear you.
Oh, okay. There we go. Now you hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, for
Yeah.
some reason the mic was off on Zoom, but it wasn't off on YouTube. That's weird.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Yeah.
Good. How you
Okay.
doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you feeling?
Oh man, this thing is rough, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta keep pushing it back in, and hopefully it just kind of. He said just give it a couple of days, and I gotta watch what I'm eating,
Yeah.
and hopefully it'll just go back in on its own and stay. And if it doesn't, then they have to go in and do surgery. But I'm like, oh man, I'm not having surgery,
Oh
you know.
no.
But I only feel all right when I'm laying flat on my stomach. When I'm laying on my back,
Mm-hmm.
when I lay on my back, it just goes in by itself. But when I'm sitting up,
Yeah.
it comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's horrible, and I'm starving to death because I'm so hungry, but I can't eat really.
Mm.
When I eat, it pushes it up.
Right.
But it's all good, man.
No,
I
that
was gonna
doesn't
say,
sound.
did you? You know what, man? I'm in the shower yesterday, and my elbow comes out of its socket again. Not my elbow, my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Just comes right out the socket. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh wow. Oh.
I know this is all contributing, but most of it is contributed to my motorcycle accident for things I didn't take care of years ago.
Yeah.
As you get older, you're tight when you're young, but when you get old, the muscles ain't as tight, and they just start letting stuff go, man. You know?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch.
So I never complain. I say it's all good because at least I'm alive above ground. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Those did you? I sent your text to you last night,
Yeah.
but I actually wound up sending it to Kurt. Didn't realize until an hour later.
I
You know
didn't
what I
see.
mean?
Yeah, I didn't see it until this morning, but price was
Did you
still
move
up.
them or you didn't move them?
I moved it to 36, but I didn't move it to 40.
Okay, cool. Because I wound up moving it last night,
Yeah.
and this morning I was able to get out of them and put it back to 36.
Okay. All right. So we're at 36 together.
Yeah, we're at 36
Unhedged.
together. So like,
Unhedged. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So I was like, oh no. Yeah, because I was gonna text you something. I went to text. I said, "Where's the last text I sent him? I don't see it." Then I looked again to the one above you, and it was Kurt. I was like, "Oh man." Luckily, it wasn't nothing private, you know.
Right. You weren't like, man, I hate that Kurt guy I was texting with earlier. Let me tell you something about him.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. E-man calls. Hey man, I'm having some issue too, man. I got diverticulitis or something like that is acting up, and this and that, and his diabetes. I'm like, man, and he's young,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
it's like I'm literally starving, man. I want to eat so bad.
Yeah. Oh.
So we got news at 8:30.
We have news at 8:30. Yeah.
And I think we got a 10 o'clock news, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we do. We have 10 o'clock as well.
We do, right?
Consumer sentiment and inflation expectations.
Right. Okay. Should move the market a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to set my...
So you have two buys running, 34.17 and 34.5, right?
On spot, yeah. 34.17
All right.
and 34.04.
Well, we can get out of one.
Yeah, if we go up, but I mean that's still 50 pips away. It'd have to go up a lot for us to get out of that today, but hopefully it'll go up and we can move these hedges closer because they're just too far apart right now.
Yeah, they're too far apart. Yeah. Did Rock get home with you last night?
No, nope, I was all by myself.
Nothing happened, right?
No, I took one trade, lost, and the market just wasn't giving me anything else, so I just called it a night.
Yeah.
Looks like we're coming back down in this range.
Seems to be stuck at this resistance on the 5-minute.
Yeah. You know how you taught me to write down where we are at the beginning of each session?
Yeah.
So I've been doing that obviously when I send out the report or the analysis, which I haven't done for a few days, but you know, that information is always in there. But sometimes I forget to really keep it in mind. But I've found one of the things that I used to do kind of helpful for that
is when I sit down at the charts. If you see my screen right now, this is a 1 minute chart.
Yeah.
I draw a rectangle around the range. In addition to, I've got the regression channel, right? But I just draw a rectangle around the range, and then so I can visually see whenever we, if we're still in the range we were in when we started, or if we're out of the range, or kind of like what's going on. I found that helps me a little bit.
I actually like that idea. You know,
Yeah.
it's because it's right in your face.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea. What chart is that on?
I did that on the 1 minute chart.
The 1 hour?
The 1 minute.
The
I did it on the 1
chart?
minute. Yeah. And I also do it on the 10-second chart that we're on the futures.
Okay. But the other thing you could do is I would clean it. I like cleaner charts personally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably just put bold white lines, horizontal lines at the top of the day, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, the top of the range and the bottom of the range. Yeah, I could do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can put a third one in the middle of the range where we are when we started, because
yeah.
it's important to know where you actually started for the day.
Right.
Or you can't tell where you've been or where you're going if you don't,
Right.
As you start, if the day, I mean, we can tell now because it moves so slow.
Yeah.
But when we come into September, October, November, when the market starts going crazy again, you're going to want to know, did it, where it's been.
Yeah.
Because with that in mind, I actually like I like the idea of it on the charts. I do. Let me see something. I have an indicator on my charts. It's not giving the right high and low, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's saying that
because it will give you the high of, whatever, even if London or Asia was higher, it will give you that high as the high of the day.
Right. Maybe that's what it's giving me because it's not matching up to today's high and low. Because the trading view gives you your day's range.
Yeah, but it's
right.
Right.
But this indicator is not matching up to that for some reason. It's telling me that today's high is at 33.44. That's now. And the low's at 33.41, but that's not true. Weird. Okay. I'm about to pull that off because it's not doing anything. It's just in the way. Yeah. I can't really tell the direction of the day yet. Guess it's probably going up, but when I sat down, it was at 33.38, and now it's at 33.42, 43-ish.
Yeah. Yep. It's been going up a bit. Probably going to be slow moving until the news at 8:30.
Until 8:30, yeah.
We're about 2 minutes away from the 8 o'clock candle. Might get some movement there, but unlikely to be enough to do anything.
Yeah, when I was laying down, when I texted you, I said I wasn't going to make it last night. I turned on the YouTube channel for a minute, and it was really good, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I don't even remember, but it's really good. You got the analysis down packed, man.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you go to the gym?
No, I try to work out with the Oculus,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
I haven't done that for a couple months. I have been, I don't know, just not feeling it. But I got to get back into doing some exercise because I'm getting some body aches and stuff too.
Yeah, I was gonna say the reason why I asked is because how old are you?
I'll be 57 in
Yeah.
December. Yeah.
Let me tell you, do whatever you could now because when you get 60,
Mm-hmm.
it is jacked, man.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm gonna start using my Oculus a little bit more too. You know.
I find those workouts fun.
Um, do you have Creed?
No, no. I've got a different boxing one,
Man,
but I don't have that one. That's
I
boxing,
got
right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
got Creed, man, and this was about a year or two I started playing with it, and it actually felt like I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, mentally and physically, I was like, wait, how is this possible?
Uh-huh.
You know, I picked the littlest guy. If you get it, you'll see the little redheaded guy, right? Little scruffy, little skinny redhead guy, man. He whooped my ass in like 3 minutes. I was like, wait a minute.
That's funny.
I was like, I had to actually sit down and like just sit down for like 40 minutes after that fight. I was like, wait, this is crazy, man.
Uh,
I think I'll charge it up today and get on it. I have to start doing something.
well, I don't know if you should do it with your, you know, your.
Yeah, I can't do nothing like that. Yeah, I um I used to walk in my neighborhood because I live in like a
Yeah,
community and
yeah.
55 and over community. So it's a nice little walk, you know. You
Mm-hmm.
can walk all around and and it worked out for the first couple of days. Then I was walking and my back went out. I called my wife. She had to come pick me up. I said, I guess that don't work. I was like, oh, no. I said, Liz, I'm on such and such corner, such and such street. Come pick you up.
uh,
But they say a body in motion stays in motion. So that's what I'm saying. Go to the gym. Don't get like me because it will start to fall apart on you, man.
yeah, yeah. All right,
So
we had the 8 o'clock candle was 2 minutes ago. We're starting to get some movement off of that. Looks like we're coming
downside.
down into the
Yeah.
range again.
Looks like there is a. Let's see, my crosshairs on. Really nothing in the way, but let's see what happens.
Showing more weakness in the dollar than in gold, yet we are going down.
Right.
Got room to trade this if it would show a little more gumption. What are we
8 o'clock
hitting?
candle hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're, if you look here on the on my 10-second chart, we're out of the opening range. Whoops.
Right.
I'm thinking about taking this. I don't know.
It doesn't look like a bad idea. Let me see.
I just don't see enough strength differential between the dollar and gold. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Giving me
we should
pause
probably
here.
wait for a better setup.
Yeah.
Are you sticking to your 3 trade rule?
Yep.
That's all the more reason not to take it then. Look for the perfect one.
Yeah.
The good one.
Yep.
You just crossed the precipice. You don't even realize it.
The precipice of what?
You just said, I'm thinking about taking this, but I don't see enough differential between the dollar and gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're more concerned with not about getting a profitable trade, but not getting into a bad trade.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once you do that, you're on the right track of success, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
99% of traders are looking for, you might be getting into a buy or sell here, man.
Yeah, that it would have been a good sell, but I just didn't feel comfortable enough about it. But maybe it's not.
I like the wrinkle, so,
Yeah.
you know, the way the wrinkle was pointing looks decent, but it's not moving again. Yeah, once you start looking at the charts from that perspective, you're no longer like an amateur trader because you're thinking about risk management
Yeah.
more so than
Yeah.
profit taking.
Right. Rule number 1: don't lose money. Rule number
Don't lose
2:
money.
don't lose money. Rule number 3:
Yeah.
try to make money.
Yeah.
Don't lose money. Don't lose money. Try to make some.
Yeah. He's going down and might trigger a hedge.
Might try. We're hitting the WM1 right now.
Technically, our hedges should be under the DM2 because that's also the monthly pivot.
Yeah, that's where they were last
So-
night. That's where we left them last night. You know, that's a little too far away from my comfort because I'm getting this account pretty stretched out, and I had to move $500 from this account to my other PlexiTrade account just to keep it alive. It's the one I'm not trading.
Okay.
I was planning on using some of the profits from this one to keep that one alive until I get back into trading spot.
So you don't have the same strength then. Okay.
Right. No, I moved that money before the last time you knew my balances, so you're up to date with where my account is.
All right. So what's the balance?
The balance right now is 32.64.
And how much of equity, equity you have?
922.
You got 920. That's free. That's free equity, correct?
That's free equity.
Yeah.
But my margin is
Okay.
negative 96. My free margin.
Negative.
My free margin is negative 90, negative 85.
How is that even possible?
I'll send you a screenshot.
That's not even possible.
Yeah, it is.
If you have equity, then you should have free margin.
That's what my blog post the other day was about. Was that just getting my head around exactly how margin works. And that's why I'm nervous about spreading it out further. So
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that. All right, so let me just say you got 3264 minus.
Now that price is going up, my margin is negative 73. So my margin changes. Well, of course, right now I'm unhedged.
Yeah, we gotta tighten this up. I didn't realize we were this far off. Okay.
Yeah. Earlier, I was hedged at the 33, 34 with both of these, so I know that I can go at least 2 pips lower and still hedge. But after this weekend's swap fees, I might not be able to do that. So hopefully I can move it up.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Rock.
All right.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Man. Excited about the news.
Yeah, a couple minutes, right? 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
Trigger hedge.
Got 1 minute for the COMEX open.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
All right, I guess we're just gonna hang out here for until the news comes, which is fine. 7 minutes and 50 seconds for that.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh. Meanwhile, I can actually ask a question without distracting too much. When you say the 5-minute chart, that's the bottom 5-minute chart, right?
This one
You
here.
talk to me.
Yeah, Tono.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Let me look. Right. I can see. So that's like where it's going to be in 5 minutes, right? That's what it's projecting.
No.
Because it's
No.
uh-huh.
Each candle
Uh-huh.
each chart you see that has a time frame on it
Yeah.
basically means that the candle will form and close on that time frame.
Oh, in 5 minutes.
in
And
5 minutes.
got it.
So what it means is on the 1 minute chart, each candle is
Yeah.
showing you where that price opened in this minute, and
Yeah.
it's high and it's low within that minute, and where
Right.
it closed within that minute. Each
Uh-huh.
5 minute candle equals
Yeah.
5 1 minute candles. So it shows you
Got
the
it.
open, close, high, and low of 5
Of-
minutes, and the 15 minute is the
Got
same.
it.
But it's 15.
Uh-huh.
Each candle is 15 minutes worth of movement.
Exactly. And to keep it even simpler, just
Uh-huh.
the higher the time frame,
Uh-huh.
the less candles you're going to see, the less
Uh-huh.
noise you're going to see.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in a 15 minute
Yes.
in this 15 minute candle, you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're seeing 15 1 minute candles, right? It's just
Okay.
inside the 15 minute candle.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Now, if it worked the way you thought it did, we
Yeah.
would just
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
we would have to show up. We just
Right. I'm like,
open our trays and go back to bed.
exactly. Well, why even bother with the? All right.
But in a funny twist,
Yeah.
you're almost right, because
Yeah.
in 5 minutes the market will be where that candle is. So
Right.
Where that candle is
The
in
problem-
5 minutes, right? But not
where the candle
Right.
will be in 5 minutes.
5
We
minutes,
just don't
yeah.
know where it's going to be.
Right. Cool.
That's funny. Oh,
Because like I haven't been using those charts, so I figured let me
You haven't been using which charts? The
the 5
Kakanashis?
minute the 5 minute charts. The Hakanashis are the only, the Hakanashis and the Renko I'm using.
The 1 minute though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you should always revert back to your higher time frame too,
Mhm.
because they'll see less noise,
Mhm.
and you'll get a bit better picture of the bigger trend by looking
Got
at
it.
the higher
Oh, yeah.
time frame. Like, Mike, can you bring up your pivots again?
the pivots. This one.
Yes.
Want to look at a particular one, like the 15 minute. Or?
Yeah, I want to look at the 15 minute.
Mhm.
Is that on the 15-minute chart?
Yep.
I'm sorry, the weekly pivot. I'm bad.
All right, just a second. Weekly pivot is this one.
All right. So you see from the top of that red resistance all the way down to the blue support, all the way over?
Uh-huh.
You like go to the top of it, over to the left, Mike, all the way over to the left, all the way over to the next one, right up top now. That right there.
Yeah.
If you drew a trend line, the trend line would go straight down,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So you would know that we're still on the downtrend, even though in the middle part of it started to go up, we're still actually heading down in the larger
picture. Yeah. Oh wow.
Right.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So if you want to trade with the trend, which you should be doing,
of course, yes.
you want to know the larger time frames will tell you what the bigger trends are.
Right. So this clearly says it's a downtrend.
Yeah, but even though we're scalping, so it I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because it does matter, but we're scalping. A lot can go on within those 15 minutes forming.
And this candle is not a 15-minute candle. Each one of these candles takes 4 hours to form.
Right.
This is the 4-hour chart. So the bottom of the candle.
Yeah.
Well, the top of the candle in this case is where price opened. The bottom of the candle is where price closed, and the wick on each side is the high that it reached in those 4 hours and the low that it reached within those 4 hours. So you've got the open, close, top of the wick high, bottom of the wick low within that 4 hours.
In the 4 hours.
Yeah.
In 4 hours. Okay.
Right. Yep.
And the 1 minute candle works the same way. It's the open. If it's a downward trend, the open is at the top of the candle, the close is at the bottom of the candle, and the wicks
Right.
represent the high and the low. If it's a bullish candle, then the open is at the bottom, the close is at the top. That's the high, and that's the low.
Got it. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's, yeah.
All right, we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds for
Thank you so much.
this to go.
I'm making a note right now to send you and Mary emails today, Rock.
Okay, with the link.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, at least for me, I'm not anticipating taking any trades off the news. I want to wait and see what direction the market decides to go, and then look for trades. But give it a minute or two. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, news. No one can really see the news yet. We don't see it. Okay. First one is bad for dollar, good for gold. Or that was what's that? Retail sales. Okay, inflation is down. Core retail sales as expected. Empire State Manufacturing Index, good for dollar, bad for gold. Import prices are going to be up month over month, I bet. Okay, retail sales, all that pretty much as expected. A little bit of mixed data between retail sales month over month and manufacturing index. Import prices are down, I guess, up, good for dollar, bad for gold. All right, let's see what it decides to do. Hedges are triggered. We are heading down.
Oh, shit. What's your, both of your hedges got triggered, right?
Yep.
What is the margin and free margin now? Margin level?
Free margin is negative 205.
And margin level?
79.4.
All right, that's not good. We gotta make something happen with this account. We should never be that close.
Is down the direction we're going? Looking like it.
It looks like it.
Still a little too volatile for my taste, especially with my tight stops.
Yeah, plus on the 5 minute, Hakanashi is right on a support, and on the 1 minute, and on the 15 minute.
Yep. Yeah, based on that, it's going to be a little while before we get a trade, or a little while in terms of price. Maybe it'll slice through there quickly, but...
I just don't know if we can trust these numbers.
Which numbers?
The numbers that were released, because these are released, I think, let me just look at this. This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I'm already skeptical of these numbers.
Yeah, that's my other question.
Oh, no, this is the Census Bureau. So this
No,
looks,
no. Yeah, I mean, can you trust any of this stuff?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, it's hard for any of them to change the data.
Uh-huh.
Triggered our hedges, and now we're going up. Patty, knock it off. I'll be glad when stop having workers out on the terrace, because every day they come to work, and every day it's gonna bark her head off. I mean, come here, Ads. Maybe you can just stop barking for a little bit, okay? Maybe you can just stop barking for a little bit. What do you say? All right, so here on the 1 minute chart, we had a failed breakout to the bottom. Came down here in news, popped right back up into the range where we started.
to go down, trigger us, and then go back up.
That's exactly what it did.
Unbelievable.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
Yeah. The only good thing is we're just a couple of weeks out of this summer to get back to some normalcy. Meg, just whatever happens, lead that hedge for now. Let me think how to wiggle out of this.
Okay.
Because you don't want to get into a position where you come out of a hedge and can't get back in because the margin won't let you.
Right, right.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Barely wants to even breathe. I think I'm gonna go lay down until 9:30 and come back with the news, man.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. I will be here.
All right, man.
Cool. See you then, Tono.
You got it, man.
Sure. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
I see the article. You know, when you guys would say like, look at the 5-minute chart, and I just didn't know what to look for on the
Oh,
5-minute chart,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, it's my learning curve. You know, in the beginning, I needed to know what trading was, and now that
Yeah.
yeah, it's just, I guess, how I learn things.
Yeah.
I get to,
Everybody's got a different way, and
right. I get to the minutia later.
yeah. It's just like zooming out when you go to a higher time frame. It's zooming out essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, you didn't take a trade during that,
No.
did you?
No, I didn't.
Mary always assumes I'm talking to her. I was asking Mike.
Well, she's the one in the room with you.
Yeah, she's made like 3 pips already.
Oh, wow. Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you said, it went up to that point and it's going back down.
Yeah.
Well, I would trade on that, but I have a sell open, so I'd rather close that than open more trades.
Yeah. It just doesn't want to do anything right now.
Nothing. Well, yeah, the way you explained the 15-minute candle makes total sense to me.
Okay, good.
So you're not chasing every little wiggle.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's something. At least it's breaking into the. Whoa.
Yep, it's breaking up a little bit. Let's maybe get into a buy here.
Fuck.
I'm gonna get stopped out.
Yeah, I see that. Jesus. So on my MetaTrader, the resistances I could see are gone now.
Yeah.
So if it goes back up, I think it's going to have free. It's going to have a place to go. And it's back. Nothing. Some more coffee. You want anything, Mike? No kidding.
Little croissant, maybe, please.
A croissant. Got it. I'm on it.
see. Still hanging out here. It's 9:12. We've got about 12 and a half minutes for the New York Stock Exchange to open. That will bring a little bit more volume into the market and probably some price movement. And then we've got news at 10. I will be right back.
What was you talking about? And Mike has left the building. And Mike is back.
My mic. My mic.
Bye.
Woohoo! Look, an actual move. Kind of. Just read an article with Paul Krugman is warning about data suppression.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna really, it's gonna move from economic to crime to,
Yeah. Yeah.
to everything. And that's gonna screw up literally everything.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd take a sell here, but we're right at the WM1.
Mhm.
Now we're coming down below it. Let's see.
So now you could probably take it if it does clearly go below, right? There you go. Let's get there.
Oh,
There. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell. Let's see. All right. It's not bad.
Nice. All right. It is. Come on.
Hitting the point of control right now. So I don't want to take another sell here.
Hmm.
Bouncing off of that. Also the bottom of the opening range, so we did come below here. That's when our hedges were triggered around 8:30, right after the news. So we're coming back to, if it continues down, get to where our hedges were triggered, and hopefully below that. But I
It's
don't know. Mixed data on FX trend.
yeah.
Yep, we're bouncing there, back up to the WM1 and above it. Hitting some resistance on the way up here on the 1 minute chart on MetaTrader. Let's see if that resistance stops it.
Whoop.
It does not.
Whoa.
It's going to go right through it.
Who's that?
Just a bounce. Profit taking, probably. Back up into the opening range on the 10-second. So it's just a market that doesn't want to do anything today.
Right. Looks that way. Jesus. That really was just profit taking. Too bad. E-Man was on for a second.
Oh, yeah?
Did you notice? You didn't notice?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. E-Man was on for a bit and he was mute and he just left at some point.
need to update my stats. I took a win there, so I gotta put that up here. And we're coming back down onto the point of control. Push through this bottom little support right here. We might have a trade, but we also have the equities opening in 4 minutes. So unless it's going to be a quick trade, I'll probably stay out of it.
Hmm.
All right. I'll try that. Damn it. What did I do wrong here? I don't think got in. Came down. Guess I should have waited a little longer for the entry.
a minute for 9:30.
Hmm. Are you going to be on for Trump's speech at some point?
Uh,
I think it's in the afternoon.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be after he speaks with Putin. He probably won't talk until after the Trump speaks. Yeah, probably be after the market closes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what time does the market close today? 5, right?
Yeah.
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 So I think he's going to speak before that, don't you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he just left the White House for Alaska a little while ago. I don't think their meeting
Oh,
is
so
going to be
that's
until this afternoon, and
mhm,
depending on how long they meet for. And
mhm. What you talking about, Willis? What the hell is going on? It's 9:30. Yeah.
yeah. It just isn't really breaking out of this opening range.
Hmm.
Trying to right now, but trying to get below our hedges, but not quite there.
Hmm.
Right. We're in that boring phase of trading right now. Sure wants to go down, but it's just being supported by buyers right here, and it's just having trouble. Yeah. No trade for me here. I'm not going to do it. There's too much support on, we go over here to the 54. We've got big support coming up right here on the 15-minute chart. We're already in big support here on the 1-hour chart and the 4-hour chart. Coming up right against the MPP. We're up against the value area low and a swing low here. There's just, even though I do think it's going to muscle its way down, it's going to creep, and it's just not, I'm not going to trade that. Just, if the trade isn't there, you just got to admit it to yourself. Wait for something better to show up.
I wants to go down. Wants to go down, but he ain't going. You hedged it? Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean, Mike. It's creeping down.
Oh,
There's no way it breaks through this. Right now, at least.
it could, and you know, I can see that that wasn't a bad trade to take in hindsight, but I didn't trust
Mhm.
it. I didn't trust it.
Yeah. Because it's been making those moves down and pulling right back up just so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See. All right. Now I know what it is. Very good. Woohoo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Come to daddy. Oh man, so hurtful. There we go. Come to Papa. You're not ready. You're not ready yet. consumer, whatever. Let me look at what it is. Yeah, preliminary consumer sentiment. It's University of Michigan, I think. Inflation expectations. Yeah. Mary's like the new trading bro, like finance bro. I don't know if you've seen that commercial on TV, Mike.
I don't think so, no.
There's a very funny commercial where a woman is dressed up like an average finance bro
Uh-huh.
and just speaking really fast to her little kid. And the kid is going, "Is mom a finance bro now?"
I'll look out for that one.
And she's like, "Mommy wants that gazebo she never got." It's very funny. Oh, good Lord. That spiked up real quick.
All right, we have 1 minute for the news.
Huh? I guess Tono's.
Yeah, Tono didn't make it back.
That's okay. I think with the news, it should break through this support.
Yeah. Well, it depends on which direction it sends.
Yeah. Yeah. I would trust that
3,
data
2,
over anyone
1.
else's.
There we go. Must be as expected. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, gold will go up a little bit, but probably not really going to affect anything.
Wow. Even there's just,
Nothing happening today. Nothing happening.
yeah. Yeah. There's no, so indecisive, and it's smooth,
Yeah, if you look
not
at
strong.
yeah, if we look
Go
at
ahead.
at the 5-minute chart here, you know, we've been in a downtrend for, you know, looks
Uh-huh.
like a good, I don't know, almost an hour.
Yeah.
But it's been moving through, you know, various support levels. If on a 1-minute chart, it looks very choppy.
Yeah.
On the 5-minute
Yes.
chart, it looks, you know, it looks a little bit better, but it's just not, you know, it hasn't broken out of the range that we've been in for the entire time that we've been on this morning.
Yeah.
You know, it's had these 2 little false breakouts here, one to the bottom, one to the top, and then now to the bottom, but it looks like it's coming back into the range. So it's just nothing. Nothing
Yeah.
nothing that we could trade.
See that, yeah, that really helps me, because I was gonna ask, like, how do I use this 5-minute? Like, I can see the 15-minute will help me more with a trend, but I see the 5-minute now. Like, I'm looking at my 5-minute because I've
Yeah.
never actually bothered looking at my 5-minute chart.
Right. If you look at the 5-minute and the 1-minute side by side, you're seeing the same thing, but you're seeing
Yeah.
what you know what Tono called more noise in the in the 1-minute. You see that
In the
more-
1-minute, yeah.
in the 1-minute, yeah, you're seeing that more, you know, more candles have gone up and then down, up and then down. But on the 5-minute, it looks like a very smooth downtrend.
Yeah, up until now, right? I'm seeing like
Right.
one green candle now.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
with a, you know, shifty looking wicks.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. This has revolutionized my trading. I'm kidding.
It does make a difference. It does make a difference.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt. Hmm. Tono's smart, I tell you.
Mhm.
He's just like, yeah.
Right, I think I will call it as well.
Yeah,
I think it's worth sticking
think
around
that-
for this hour. You know, it might take a direction down, and that's fine. But I'm feeling myself getting kind of, you know, out of the zone. And I don't want to trade
Yeah.
that way.
No, I hear you. I'm not going to trade anything at all unless it gets to one of my open trades, and I'll
Yep.
just close it out. That's
Yeah.
how. Cool, man.
Probably a good
Have a
idea.
good weekend.
All right, you too. Take care.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, see ya.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, YouTube. That is going to do it for us today. We will be back for the Sunday Open. We didn't get what we wanted today in terms of trades. Look at that. Now it's giving us a little send off. A little, hey, Mike, now that you're leaving, I think I'll take a little trip up. But that is still not enough to keep me interested right now. Well, let's just give it a second here. Just in case it's springing to life. Now that the news is out, the market says, okay, we've got all the data that we need. Let's decide what we're doing. All right, well, over the weekend, we need to be on Ukraine watch. Putin and Trump are meeting today in Alaska. They are going to, there's going to be some result out of that meeting. And if we see that Russia is heavily bombing Ukraine over the weekend, we can assume that nothing useful was agreed. That stops, there's some sort of announcement that peace is on the way. I might take a little buy here if it pushes a little further. All right. Might be getting stopped again. Don't like the way it's moving. I think I got in early again. This is the story of my morning and my last night. And that is it for us. We are done. We're done taking a beating. All right. Everyone, have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Wish we hadn't taken that last loss. This was not a good trading day. Went from bad to worse right there. That is what it is. All right. Be on the lookout for that Ukraine news over the weekend or anything else that is going to cause gold to spike on the open. We'll be back Sunday, 6 p.m. for the Asia market open. Have a good weekend.